Hello and welcome to a Lambert's log video. So I haven't done one of these for a while and I just broke 2,400 subscribers. It's not really a milestone as such, but you know, I just wanted to have a little talk about something. So yeah, the channel at the moment is doing rather well. I've got a nice little banner here, and views for the most part are really doing quite excellently. Going back through my videos here, we had the end of the Voltaire's Nightmare campaign, and yeah, that campaign was pretty fun. It was all good. Surviving Mars didn't do too well. We ended that we ended that series pretty quickly. Factorio was a complete bust, so that ended. But on the most part, things have been going really quite well. So if I want to check over at my social blade, you can see we've got a few days here that things have just blown up. I think, is it 31 here? Yeah, 31 new subscribers in one day is, I think, one of the highest I've ever had. No, I had up here 44. I was close to beating it. But yeah, subscriber numbers has been really good recently. I think last month I was at an average of 4 or 5, and now it's jumped up to 7 because of, you know, really nice numbers, like, including views. Like, look at that. I mean, it's not consistently at 8,000, but still, it's really good. So I just want to say I'm really happy with the way the channel is going right now. I can't complain at all. And looking at my my analytics here, it's, you know, it's showing pretty much the same consistency. So I had a massive jump and then it slowly went back down again, but again we've just had another big jump, and I don't know where it's come from. I don't know what this 3,000 views in one day came from. I can actually check that. Rule Britannia episode 1, of course I should have realized. And then what happened here? Over here, Stellaris Apocalypse, the first episode. So yeah, anytime I start a new series, I just get a massive jump in views, which is kind of, on one hand, it kind of makes me want to end old series and start a new one just because. But on the other hand, if I do that too much, it's not good. People won't keep coming back to the channel. They'll know that the campaigns just end abruptly. There is one thing I wanted to talk about, and that was what prompted me to start this this video, and that is this. So if you don't know who this guy is, he works for YouTube, and this is the Creator Insider channel. And I won't play the video because I don't want to, you know, get in hot water with, you know, copyright claims and all that, even though this is sort of a review or falls under fair use or whatever. It doesn't matter. Basically, what he's talking about in this video that you can go and view, it's on his channel, is the opportunity, or the test, I guess, for creators such as myself and obviously other YouTubers to self-certify their videos. And what that means is that instead of just getting this annoying yellow demonetized icon, you would instead be able to answer a series of questions and then say, yes, my video is totally fine for all of these requirements, monetize my video. And instead of the algorithm doing it, it would be the creator doing it. I see a couple of problems with this. Mostly that I don't trust people and they will lie. And then what do you do? Right? Because if somebody lies and says that their video is perfectly acceptable for all advertisers and it's not, what then? Does the algorithm still look at the video, and in that case, will it override the creator? How stringent is the algorithm in this case? Like, if it's one of my videos that gets continually demonetized, though I will say in the past like 2 or 3 weeks it's not been so bad, but if it's one of my videos that got demonetized that shouldn't have been, and instead I got to use this self-certification system, would the algorithm then override that and say, oh yeah, this should totally be demonetized, and then a human reviewer would have to look at it anyway? Is that how it works? Because if so, that's really no change at all? Or is it that it needs somebody to report it or something like that? I don't know. But basically what it says here is they're just running tests right now. It's not something that we've got right now. And basically whether they will have it so that you get access to this thing, maybe if you're above a certain subscriber count, or whether everyone gets hold of it and then that privilege is taken away from you if you're caught lying on the video. Maybe, I don't know. But he's got the questionnaire here, so I thought I'd go through it and just take a random video. Like, all of my videos are pretty much the same. Like, it's just a game, right? Generally the same game as well, and I act the same way in all of my videos. I'm not like some caricature or whatever. Alright, so audience. What audience are my videos appropriate for? Is it appropriate for all audiences, or teenagers and up, or mature audiences? I would like to say mature audiences, but that would be like, I would count teenagers in that, and because I do swear a little bit, right? I do say fuck quite frequently, and that's not something I'm putting on for YouTube. That's just my general language. That's what I always talk like. I'm not putting anything on. Is it suitable for 12-year-olds? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't swear in every video, but I don't particularly try to hide it. I don't know. So I would probably click teenagers and up. Profanity. Does this video contain profanity or vulgarity? No profanity or light profanity used in a non-hateful, comedic or artistic manner. I think I'm quite artistic. Some people find it funny, and I'm not hating on any real people. So the first one? Moderate profanity used occasionally in a non-hateful, comedic or artistic manner, or a musical video with profanity throughout. Profanity throughout at the very beginning of the video, context of comedy, blah blah blah. Profanity in the title or thumbnail image. Well, my thumbnails are fucking gorgeous, as they're made by my wife, and as such, would that count as profanity in the thumbnail image because they're so sexy? No, that's definitely not what it means. But I guess I would probably go with the first one. Light profanity. Do you think my videos are light profanity or moderate? I don't know. I personally think it's light, but my opinions on what counts as profanity is obviously very different from the norm. Anyway, sexualized content. Does the video, audio, or images contain sexual content or nudity? Only when I'm massacring the Turkish Empire. Or Ming. That was damn sexual. Stack wipes. Very sexual. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, I'm just no sexual content. It's pretty obvious. Violence or graphic content. Does video, audio, or images contain violent or graphic content? I mean, there's definitely violence because like there's battles going on, but it is very abstract. It's just two sprites shooting guns in the general direction of each other or thrusting spears. So I would say probably no violence for my EU4, Stellaris, CK2 when I ever go back to it, RimWorld when I ever go back to it. Though, you know, the mainstays of my channel, Paradox games and strategy games and such forth. Yeah, I would say no violence there, but I have played in the past on the channel things like Day of Infamy and Arma 3 and these kind of things. So obviously it would be different on a video by video basis. But say I started playing what's a game that comes out soon? Actually, let's talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's pretty recent. What would Kingdom Come Deliverance be? I mean, I think in the last video there was sexual content. Yeah, it was. Henry and Teresa had their sexy time in the barn on the last video. So, I mean, blurred nudity? No, it was not blurred. Implied display of sex acts? No, that it wasn't implied. It was showing things. It wasn't showing you know, genitalia, but it was showing tits. So, yeah. Violence, definitely there was a lot of violence, but what kind of violence? Mild violence or injury without showing blood. It definitely shows blood, so no. Contains educational, historical, or documentary content related to war and conflict. Well, I would say it would be the second one because of the historical value for it. It focus on blood, gore, and violence in video games. I don't think the focus is on it, though. I mean, it's there, but it's not a focus. Yeah. Drugs. Do the video, audio, or images contain recreational, regulated drugs or substances? No. I don't think I've played any game that has that. I mean, wait. Kingdom Come Deliverance has alcohol, and alcohol is technically a drug. So, Also, there's like coffee in EU4 is a trade good, and coffee is a drug. Who knows? Alright, next one. Hurtful. Does video, audio, or images contain words that could be considered biased, demeaning, or hate speech against a protected group? For example, race, religion, national origin, gender, sexual identity, age, disability, or military status. That's what I said, marital status. I mean, I do tend to say fuck the French, but I'm fighting the French in both of my EU4 campaigns. Does that count? I don't honestly know. Any references to protected groups are non-hurtful comedic context. Well, they're not in non-hurtful. I intend to hurt them because I'm at war with them. I don't intend to hurt any actual, real, living French people because I say fuck the English as well, and I am English. So obviously I'm at war with the English in my Netherlands campaign. So, whatever. Firearms. Does the video contain images of real firearms or weapons? I mean, they were real in the fucking 1500s. Like, what? Even the what? Also, it says real firearms. So does that mean that I can play something like Arma 3, which doesn't have real firearms there, because it's based, like, in the near future, and it's all realistic, but not real weapons? Sensitive current events. No, we don't live in the Middle Ages, or the Renaissance, or whatever. So yeah, that's that. I just wanted to talk about that because, I don't know, a lot of these questions, it's ambiguous, right? So if I was to fill out this form for Dutch Dominion, and I clicked all the things and I said this, and this, honestly it's down to opinion though, isn't it, in the end of the day? I consider the profanity in the video to be none, or sorry, not none, but light, very light. It's not used in a hateful way, so that's the way I look at it. What else? Violence. I mean, it's a bloody war game. I know some people disagree with me with that, but I don't care. EU4 is a war game. It's based on the entire object of the game is to be at war and expand by war. And yes, you can play tall, but war is the most easiest way. It's the way you expand, and your economy is geared towards improving your nation in the event of war, so you can win the war, right? That's EU4. It's not a fucking economy game. Get real. Anyway, yeah. So war is in it. Does that count? Firearms. You can see a little sprite of a dude with a bloody 1500s weapon. Like, does that count? I don't know. And yeah, it's ambiguous at best. Mostly, I think the profanity one. That is the one that would probably catch me up if I got access to this questionnaire self-certification thing. So yeah, I don't know. Tom, I don't know. I think his name's Tom. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, so that is that. And yeah, moving on. I just want to remind you that I have a Curious Cat account. The video's in the description. If you want to ask me a question anonymously or otherwise, you can ask it here and I will answer it. It will show up on Twitter, or you can see on my profile. I haven't really been plugging this, and that's why there's only like 3 questions and spread very far apart. But if you want to ask me a question, then there you go. And also remind you that I do have a Patreon page. You don't have to do anything here. You don't have to support me or anything. It's just remind you it exists. And so yeah, with that, I will end this video. I've been going for what, almost 15 minutes? We've talked a lot about that bloody Creator Insider thing, but yeah. that's that. I want to thank you all very much for watching my videos, and if any of you are going to ParadoxCon, I will be glad to meet up and say hi and shake your hand, as long as you have washed it. I'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.